What is up, YouTube? That's here, and I just want to wish you guys a happy Halloween. Today we're using a super cool team built around the Ghost Horse. This Pokemon has been highly requested on the channel, and because it's Halloween, I wanted to add a little bit of a Pumpkaboo action. You know, every few months we make a brand new Pumpkaboo team because it's a super cool Pokemon as well. But believe it or not, this team is actually pretty competitive. It can hold its own. We have the Stone Joiner for the power spot, powering up our max Ghost Horse. We have the Assault Vest Salamence with the Weakness Policy Metagross. And last but not least, we have the absolutely massive Tornadus. This thing should be on everyone's team if you're trying to win games right now. It has the ability to Tailwind and Icy Wind to set multiple forms of speed control while also being able to Airstream. It can taunt things, and yeah, this is probably the best Pokemon coming back in Crown Tundra. But yeah, let's talk about the Ghost Horse. A lot of people are always like, that's why using the Ghost Horse. The Ice Horse is the best one. The Ghost Horse is actually super good. He gets 130 base speed. He gets, I think, like 145 base special attack. It's absolutely amazing. It has the Grim Neigh ability, which is similar to Beast Boost. It says when it knocks out a target, it utters a terrifying neigh, which boosts its special attack stat by 1. We have a really cool set here where we can go for Protect, Taunt, Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, and we pray that our opponents are not using Dark types. That's pretty much how this is going to, or Normal types. That's how this is going to go down. But the real combo here is we're able to go for the Ghost Horse in conjunction with a Quick Claw Pumpkaboo. So if we fight something that we can't one-shot with that Max Phantasm, we go for a Quick Claw, which gives us a 25% chance to go first. Sorry, a 20%. And then we're able to go for Trick or Treat because it's Halloween. And all of you guys should let me know in the comments below what you guys are doing for Halloween. Are you guys going trick-or-treating? Are you guys going to watch some scary movies? Are you guys going to watch THATSAplusONE videos? Because we have like a plethora of Halloween videos on this channel. Let me know what you guys are going to do for Halloween. We're going to be using Trick or Treat here to make the opponent's Pokemon a Ghost type, boosted by our Quick Claw, so it's priority, and then just slamming in Max Phantasms from our Ghost Horse. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. Let's get right on into the battles. Here we go. All right, going into our very first game. One really cool thing about this is there's only one Dark type over there, being the Incineroar. Other than that, our horse can pop off, so we have to deal with that Incineroar first. I wonder how I want to get this done. I think like Stone Joiner could be really nice here. I also think like Metagross could be pretty nice here because you can't intimidate my Metagross. What if we just led like Metagross? Like Metagross Sally seems really nice. Metagross Torn seems really nice too. We go Metagross Torn, and then we just go Salamence in the back to be able to switch in for Torn when they want to go for those big. I really don't know what they do with the Torn, but if they went for like a Fake Out, we just switch in the Sally to get Intimidate up. And then we bring the Spectrier in the back. The Ghost Horse. But we gotta bring Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo. It's all about Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is so bad here, though. We gotta bring Ghost Horse. I got a comment the other day. It was saying things like, yeah, I don't really want to watch a Halloween-themed battle because I'm all about competitive. I only want to see the most competitive battles. And I was like, bro, where's the rush? There's no tournaments. There's no reason to play super competitive all-in right now. Let's sit back, max, relax, and try and make some magic happen. Like I was talking about, with no regionals really coming up, it's really going to affect like the way metas are built. People aren't going to build teams with the same priorities in mind. But let's see, Metagross versus Pult, huh? I mean, I kind of want to just Airstream. Like, what do you do if I just Airstream? Actually, I have to max the Metagross, right? We have to max the Metagross. I guess we should just go after the Pult then and try and go for defense boosts. Yeah, we'll go after the Pult. And then we're going to Tailwind and try and Icy Wind next turn. I mean, he could totally taunt me with the Whim. But, like, if he's taunting with the Whim and maxing his Pult, like, he's not maxing. Okay. He's gonna switcheroo eject button me? Still think that's good. I just don't know if that's what he's doing. Alright, big Metagross. Let's see if Metagross can actually eat this damage. We are thick on this Metagross slot. We might be eating a super effective attack, but that would just be proccing our policy. So Survey says Tailwind, so we're going to be trading those Tailwind, which is really nice. And the reason why Tornadus is such a good mon here is because it can then further check the Whimsicott by having moves like Hurricane and Icy Wind. So you can see the metas are already really dependent on these prankster mons. He's going to Willow Miss it. Willow Miss. Know what I'm saying? Holy moly. Down for the count, Dragapult. That's a huge mon gone right off the bat. Wow. Will-O-Wisp Dragapult. Can't say I didn't get a little bit lucky there. Can't say I didn't get a little bit lucky. How often do you really see, like, that type of pulp not have a sash, though? Because that means the sash has to be on the whim, then. So it's going to be the big Lando, so I can totally intimidate this. I can just switch in my Sally if I really wanted. Get a nice Intimidate and make it so, like, they wouldn't be able to do anything. I could. I'm also thinking I might just go for the Icy Wind to break the Whimsicott sash as well. Because I already have a Steel Spike boost. That's, like, the big thing. We could just nuke that Whimsicott slot this turn. I think I'm just going to hit the Lando with the, yeah, I'm going to hit the Lando with the second Steel Spike, and I'm just going to go for an Icy Wind. I think this should be okay. Let's see if he does have, like, some sort of weird switcheroo play. I don't think he will. I think he's just going to max the Lando. If we weren't at +1 defense, I don't think this would be a good play, but the fact that we are means we're pretty safe here. We're pretty safe. And the main reason we're going for the Icy Wind is so, like, next turn we can really go after that Whimsicott. Because after the Ice Wind will outspeed. So let's see it. Let's see how much damage this Lando actually does. It could be like a Life Orb Lando, but I don't think we see those that often. So there's the fake tears on my Torn. There's literally nothing else this Whimsicott can be doing. It's probably like Taunt, Tailwind, like maybe Moonblast, but I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. It could actually be like a special Landorus. Who really knows? We get the big crit on the Landorus. It might actually make the Landorus slower than my Metagross, which would be super nice, but he'd have to be a really bulky set. Yeah. A Landorus that's full speed would still outspeed the Metagross, but a little bit never lucky. Let's see if he crit me. You don't do anything, bro. Bro, you're too fast. Too fast. Not strong. Weak. I dare say weak Landorus. We live in a meta where Metagross checks Landorus. Like, whoever thought you'd live to see the day? Give me that big policy proc. Put that full attack stat to work. Dumpster in this Lando. And now that Whimsicott's just slower than my Torn. So we're just in a really good spot. And like I was talking about, like, metas that get hyper evolved, like this one, don't end up, like, really being super fun to play. Because you end up with everyone immediately going to, like, Prankster Mons. Kind of like both of me and my opponent did this game. Where, alright, cool, I want to build a team. What Prankster Mon do I want to use? What Intimidate Mon do I want to use? What Redirection do I want to use? And then you have, like, 2 slots left to, like, build a team with. And it ends up not being as fun, believe it or not. Is that Misty Seeds? That's dope. I like that. It's not very good here, but it is still pretty cool. Our Torn has a -2 specialty, but I think this is fine. We're just gonna go for a Mindstorm here, and we're just gonna. I mean, I could go for a second Icy Wind. It would probably just give me the KO. I'm fine with the second Icy Wind because we can just come with Bulldoze after that, and just go after the Feeny. It's going for a second fake tears. Yo, you can't fake tears on Metagross, bro. I'm Clear Body, the best ability in the world. Icy when connections are made. I mean, I respect the second fake tears. I just think you targeted the wrong Mon. You might as well just hit the Torn, because that way it would have went down to a Muddy Water or even a Dazzling Gleam. Yo, we crit the Whimsicott, even though we didn't need to crit that one. Yo, Torn is OP right now. And I probably do outspeed this Feeny with our Metagross. Yep. Thanks to the Icy Wind. Now, both of us have Tailwind, but like the Icy Wind plus Tailwind is just so big. And I know this is supposed to be a Halloween Pumpkaboo special with the Ghost Horse, but I'll take the wins. Like, the thing about it is, like, I have to go with this lead. That's, like, what I'm trying to say. Like, I have to do that. If I don't do that, I automatically lose to, like, my opponent's Tailwind play. So it really makes the game have to be played at, like, a certain tempo. And it kind of just stifles the ability to use the fun Mons. But we'll get into another game, and we'll try and use all the cool stuff. All right, speaking of fun stuff, they have a Wall Rain. They have multiple Fake Out users, Intimidators. Really cool team, though. I think that's actually really, really cool. Do we want a Pumpkaboo? I'm just going to do it. Pumpkaboo time. Pumpkaboo and Ghost Horse. You're not forcing me to go turn 1 Tailwind. Now, I want you guys to know, I could lead with my Tornadus, and I could turn 1 Tailwind, and that guy's team gets bodied by a Metagross. Literally, one-shot potential on all of those Mons. But that's not what we're about. I want to have fun. I want to have fun playing Pokemon. Do I still want the Metagross? Let's see. Do I still want Metagross? I think Sally's a much better Pokemon to switch into. I mean, I also have the Stone Joiner, so I don't really need the Sally, but, like, there's a lot of physical Mons on that team. I guess I don't really need my best. I'm thinking, like, what might be best? Because also a problem arises where, like, if they take out my horse, I got, like, no damage left. That means I don't want Torn in that situation. I'll just bring my Metagross. Metagross is still super nice. Bullet Punch is pretty cool. And let's see what our opponent's working with. Can they defeat the power of the Ice Horse? Can they defeat it? I want to get my, I really, really want to get my Quick Claw proc. That would be so dope. Salamence and Walrein. Well, I know what we're ignoring. I don't want to ignore Walrein. Walrein's a super cool Pokemon. But, you know I gotta do it to him. Chat, you know I gotta do it to him. Let's go. For those of you guys that haven't seen this combo, this is one that we've used a ton on my channel. We're gonna see a Wide Lens and a Leftovers. Cool. I love Frisk on Pumpkaboo. Now this Pumpkaboo set's holding a Quick Claw, so there's a very high % chance, like a 1 in 5, that we're gonna be able to use Trick or Treat, which adds Ghost typing to the target. And then if we use Trick or Treat to add Ghost typing to the target, and we go for a Max Phantasm, it's super effective. That's the idea. And worst case scenario, if he just doesn't max, this probably will just one-shot, because this Ghost Horse is just busted. It looks like we didn't get the Quick Claw proc, but that means that this will get redirected into the Walrein, right? And then next turn we just hit the Walrein. So let's go. Big Ghost Horse energy. And for those of you who are wondering, why are you using the Ghost Horse? The Ice one's better. The Ghost Horse doesn't require 1,000 million resets, and it still has a 130 base attack. I think it's like a 145 base special attack. His Pokemon's still incredibly busted. And it doesn't require 1,000 resets. I just got it, bottle capped it. I was like, cool, we good to go. Let's do some damage. He's maxing that Salamence. That's Max Salamence. Looks nice. It looks really big. That's just gonna be like super small. No, it's still pretty big. Alright, let's go. No, actually, it was really small. What's up with that? Alright, anyways, give me those defense boosts I can't do anything with. That is such a bulky Sally. If he was a ghost type, he'd be dead. Almost. Alright, let's see what you actually do with this guy. Are you gonna airstream me? Bro, don't airstream me like that. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. Don't make me trick Luigi. Alright, what's the Walrein doing? That's the big question. I should be outspeeding this Walrein, even after a +1, by the way. Unless he's full speed. Oh man, he's super, super fast Walrein. He goes after my Pumpkaboo. Yo, put some respect on Pumpkaboo. Crit. I bet you needed it, Chief. Pumpkaboo's bulky. Alright, so never lucky Pumpkaboo. We are going to be able to send this out and check the Salamence slot. This Stonejourner ability giving Power Spot to our horse will power up its moves even further. Hopefully we don't just die. And let me actually think what I want to get done here. I think we just go for a Rock Slide. I think it's alright. We have a Sash, so even if the Walrein wants to go for like literally anything, we're alright. And we do have a defense drop on the Walrein, so we're going to be able to KO the Salamence here. And then the Walrein's going to be taking single target stabbed Rock Slide damage. Max Darkness! No! Who uses Max Darkness? Oh my goodness. What an absolute... I think, is that a crit? Yeah, it had to be. He had to crit that. That move actually, like, super effective, isn't that much stronger than a Hurricane. So, a little bit of never lucky. We would have been totally fine living that, by the way. Just throwing that one out there. So, we're splitting our Rock Slide damage. Oh, that would have killed the Walrein! If we would have been able to actually make a connection to it. We would have killed the Walrein, because it would have been single target damage. But let's see. We still actually have a really good shot to win this game, because we have Metagross in the back. So, we're going to be able to Bullet Punch the Sally. We're going to Rock Slide finish off the Walrein. And then it's Metagross and low HP Stonejourner versus the world. Maybe they'll proc a Policy for something else and we'll just pop off, literally. Ooh, I can proc my own Policy. Yes. Policy procking. Hopefully that's enough to KO this Walrein. He has a defense drop. Let's go. Let's go. It's time. BP, baby. Picking up the KOs. That's why I got Bullet Punch on this set. Hopefully I can KO this crazy Walrein. I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Bulldoze, let's go. Yes, okay, we still got the KO. We did a lot to our Metagross, but with Policy procced. Now, what do you have in the back? There has to be like an Incineroar back there, right? Because I just, like, hit myself. I didn't lower my own speed because I do have clear body, right? But it's still going to be hard to win this one. Stonejourner does outspeed Incineroar. So, like, next turn, after we protect... There's the Incineroar. Okay, okay. Is it Incineroar Rillaboom? Because that would be really lame. All right, Luxray. This Intimidate's low-key wasted. I think we're actually... Like, what does Luxray have to beat Metagross with? I think the right play is actually just to protect. Oh, is it to protect? Actually, I think the right play is just to bulldoze. Because, like, they just get weaker, right? Am I incorrect? Or should I just be superpowering or rock sliding? I think I'm just going to rock slide. You have to fake out one of them. And I'm about to just earthquake here. Unless I should be earthquaking with my Metagross. Because I wanted to protect earthquake next turn. Because it would just give me the KO. Someone's dying. Someone's dead. We just won. Someone's going to get KO'd. Lux is going to protect. All right, so I just killed my own guy. I just killed my Stone Jordaner. No! All right, it's fine. As long as I can take out this Incineroar, then that's still fine. Because, like, we can 1v1 the Luxray. We can 1v1 Luxray. I don't need Power Spot. Punch it. Oh, okay, cool. We just outspeed. Yeah, that's why you put a little bit of speed in your Metagross, everybody. This should KO. We have a Power Spot boost. Yeah, he probably thought he was going to get a Flare Blitz off. And then I just should be able to EQ this Luxray. There's a slight chance that we don't outspeed it. Part of me wishes I used Bulldoze, but I'm actually really happy that I didn't. Just because, oh, he gets his Orb proc. Yeah, if this Luxray's faster than me and has, like, Crunch, he might be able to get something done. Let's go. Metagross versus Luxray. Place your bets. He goes for a Snarl. No. No. No, you don't. How about you don't? And then we win. We used Pumpkaboo, we used the Ghost Horse. This guy got super lucky with that crit on the Dark Attack. And then we crit him back, even though you know we didn't need it because we have that Policy proc. So things are going pretty good in Halloween City right now. We're trying our best to use the meme machines. And it looks like we just keep winning. Oh man, look at that team. That's actually like really, really good, I think. I think that's such a cool core. You have the double Genies for Tailwind. You have Terrain Control. You have a Defiant Mon. Like, this will be the game that we lose. Hopefully you're excited to lose. Because I know I am. You know what I'm actually going to do? Do we really want to lead Torn? I think Torn is just such a good lead most of the time. Like, especially when they don't have Fake Out. We can Icy win the Lando. He might be baiting me. But, like, Torn Spectrier is, like, really good here, I think. Because we can always switch in our Stone Jordaner. And then I think you just need Metagross. Metagross being able to Bullet Punch away the Sash from the Regieleki or the Sash from the Torn is just really, really nice. It's also a decent switch in against a lot of those mons. We don't want to bring Salamence to proc the Articuno. And as much as I'd like to bring Pumpkaboo, the meta's just too fast. Even with a Quick Claw, like, I can't meme. There's just, if I give these people an inch, if I give these players an inch, they will take a mile and run me over. You saw what happened in the last game. I went with Pumpkaboo and the horse, and I tried my combo, and I got, like, crit and punish and almost lost for it. But this time, we're not going to make that mistake. That's a great lead for me, I think. Well, I think this is a good lead, because I have a much higher base speed than the Articuno. So the only way this actually super backfires is, like, we're both going to get Tailwinds out, and then I'm just going to max in one shot. So if he protects the Articuno to get, like, a boost, like a Defiant boost, sorry, a competitive boost, and then, like, next turn, or, like, this turn goes for, like, a Tailwind or an Icy Wind. Yeah, if he goes Protect Icy Wind, we're big sad. Because then I'd have to go protect myself. I mean, I'm still going to do this. Because if I just go for the Icy Wind, I lose. And that's a problem with these formats. You have to risk everything every single turn. If I go for the all-in play and his Articuno protects an Icy Winds, next turn he goes, you know, Dynamax the Articuno and Tailwind, and he wins. And I can't taunt, I can't do anything because he has a higher base speed with his Torn compared to my Torn. But if I go for the read on that and Icy Wind nuke his Torn, I will still lose to someone just maxing his Articuno and going for the Tailwind play. So he just goes for the Tailwinds. So we're trading Tailwinds. This is really good for me unless that's Sash or Articuno. And even if it is, I still think I'm in a good spot. So trading Tailwinds, the fact that I'm using Ghost Horse, I am going to be able to take this Articuno out just because of super effective moves are pretty busted. Unless it's Sash. Cool. Articuno goes down. But you see, like, how polarizing that can be? There's not a lot of, like, correct choices you can make in that situation because you're forced to respect the immediate threat of Dynamax. And I think that's something exclusive to, like, Sword and Shield. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing has Beast Boost. That's busted. I'm gonna win now. Now you got nothing. I just win. Metagross. I should just be able to one-shot that. Am I incorrect? I almost want to say we just Icy Wind and hit the Torn this turn. I mean, we will be Icy Winding just because that will be able to break the Torn. But, like, You got Protect Icy Wind? Like, why would you send the Metagross out, you know? You knew I was going Ice Horse, bro. Don't act like you didn't know I was going Ice Horse. I don't think that he can one-shot my Ice Horse with a Metagross unless, like, a policy is procced. So, the real question is, how well do you... He's maxing. He has to max his Metagross, because if he wants to go for a Protect to get a free policy proc, he'll take way too much damage, I think. So he's just going to try and eat the +1, 1.2 item boosted, stabbed Shadow Ball move. Good luck. Max Phantasms up. Damage. You down. And people were saying the Ice Horse was the good one. Incorrect choice. Ghost Horse. I would say like Reign Supreme. Like, is there like a joke there, like a Naze? Nay? Grim Nay? Grim Naze Supreme. And let's see if he goes for an Icy Wind. Survey says we get our single target Icy Wind. Pretty good. Breaking those Sashers right up. And what move are you using against me? You Hurricane me, bro? What you got? Brutal Swing. He's trying to proc a policy. That's actually really, really good on pair with the Metagross. Is that lefties? So he's a bulky set. But we outspeed him now. Alright, let's see. What you got in the back? Last Mon, Dynamax down. Beanie. I can one-shot that. I definitely can one-shot that. We're just going to go for the Hurricane onto his turn because I want it gone. And we're using a Sharp Beak here. And then we'll go for the absolutely massive Max Phantasm. Move aside, Dragapult. New ghosts are in town. Let's see what they can do. Like, this is the power of Tailwind Maxmon. And for everyone saying, like, well, all they had to do was Trick Room. Our Pumpkaboo has imprisoned Trick Room. Don't act like my team with this bulky-ass Metagross isn't, like, ready for Trick Room either. This team can handle a lot of different things. But it forces you to respect the Torn option. Because Torn is really, really good. Every team has one. I've said it before. If you're trying to play Pokemon in Sword and Shield, Crown Tundra, and you're not using Tornadus, you're literally throwing. Like, you've made your team worse. You didn't even have to bring the Tornadus. The Tornadus being in the team says you have to bring Fake Out to deal with me. You have to bring forms of redirection, forms of, you know, different forms of speed control. You have to bring so many things to the table just to stop potential of Tornadus either going for a turn 1 Tailwind or a turn 1 Max Airstream or that Brutal Swing play that we just saw right there. Tornadus just brings so much to the table that it forces... It's similar to how Smeargle worked in 2016, where it just forces your opponent to respect so many options that they spend like 3 of their team building slots playing around how to correctly deal with opponent's Tornadus. And then when they don't bring the Tornadus to the game, they're like, why do I have all this extra tech that I've wasted my move slots on? I'm gonna get punished by random stuff now. And that's one of my problems with this format, but you know what? I want to wish you guys a happy Halloween. Hopefully you guys are excited for the ranked ladder to start on November 1st. I know I am. I have a few teams that I'm going to be testing and trying. If you guys want to see some of those super serious teams that I've been talking about, you can definitely think about checking out my Patreon. There's a link to that in the description of this video. You can also see the rental code and paste bin for this team as well. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.